Hello and welcome to this 45-minute wake up morning practice. Find a comfortable seat and start to center yourself. We're going to begin with some pranayama, the Kapalabhati breath. So if you extend the arms up and draw the forefingers in, keeping the thumb out, and every time you exhale, pump the thumbs towards the shoulders. So exhale, 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 exhale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and extend the arms up. Make sure you take a comfortable breath in and keep the arms up and hold the breath. So suspend the breath, focus on the spacing between the eyebrows, and just keep the arms up with that suspended breath until you need to exhale. And when you do, just allow the arms to float back down. Allow the palms to settle for a moment and take a few regular breaths. So some regular breathing, and we're going to do 2 more rounds like this of the Kapalabhati breath. If you need a tissue, please feel free to clear the nostrils. So just centering yourself with the breath, making sure the seat is comfortable before re-extending the arms, taking a big breath in, and then exhale, 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 exhale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and extend the arms up. Make sure you take a comfortable breath in and suspend the breath. Focus on space in between the eyebrows. Focus on that stillness within the self and the stillness around you. When you feel it's necessary, allow the breath to exhale as the arms float down into the lap. And again, feel free to clear the nostrils, use a tissue, and take some comfortable, regular breathing now, and just allow yourself to witness the effects of the Kapalabhati. I'm going to do 1 more round like this. So when you're ready, extend the arms up and begin. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and extend the arms up towards the sky. Comfortable breath in. Suspend the breath. Allow a sense of calm, sense of peace, that stillness inside and outside to remain. And allow the arms to release down. When you're ready with the exhalation, take some regular breaths and just notice how you're feeling. So very slowly we're going to begin to roll the head. So you bring the right ear towards the right shoulder, roll the chin to the chest, left ear to the left shoulder, And just continue with that 180-degree move from side to side, rolling in that half circle. Try and keep the spine reasonably straight at the same time. And then we're going to come over to the right shoulder, so right ear to the right shoulder, and then take the right hand onto the diagonal part of the back of the head. So you're bringing the crown of the head diagonally forward to the right. Just allow that stretch to come into the upper trapezius. And then when you're ready, come to take the same stretch on the opposite side. So really good for releasing tension into the shoulders, and then just allowing that roll from side to side once again. I'm going to come to swim the hands behind the back, clasp the hands interlace. Inhale to separate the collarbones, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades together and down the back. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. And release when you're ready. Okay, so we're going to come into what's known as fire logs position. If this feels really uncomfortable, just take a cross-legged position. If not, you're going to try and have the legs parallel, so the flexion of the ankle on top of the opposite knee. And then come to extend your left arm up to the ceiling, draw the palm down, and use the right hand on top of the elbow. So you want to try and stack the elbow on top of your armpit. Lifting and lengthening up through the spine. So cow-faced arms. Keep extending up, and then when you're ready, come to release, and we're going to stretch over to the side with that left hand. Extend the right arm along beside the head. Keep the shoulder going down the back as you reach the fingertips. And then over to the other side when you're ready. So you can bend into that elbow underneath that right elbow. Try and lift and lengthen through the right side waist at the same time. Great. So we'll come to do the same on the opposite side. So come to switch either the cross of your legs or fire logs on this side. So flexion in that ankle joint stacked on top of the knees. So this time you're going to extend and reach your right arm up, and then bend the elbow, bring the hand down in between the shoulder blades, and use the left hand to put a little bit of pressure here. Make sure the shoulders are staying down away from the ears. Lengthen up through both sides of the body. Breathing deeply in and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So keep breathing nice and smoothly with that intention to release. And when you're ready to do so, release the arms. You're going to straight away come over to the right side, so right hand down, extend through the left fingertips. Draw the shoulder down away from the ear, and then over to the opposite side. So you can take the gaze up underneath that arm, lengthen through both sides of the body. Keep the rotation so the chest is open. And when you're ready, coming up, releasing the legs, and make your way over into all fours, clearing anything away that might be on your mat. So from all fours, bring the feet to the back of the mat, extend the arms forward, keep the hips directly over your knees, and come into Uttanasana, so heart melting pose. Lengthen through the lower back by slightly engaging the lower abdominals towards the back body. Keep the elbows lifted as you press and firmly cement down through your hands. Allow the neck to be long and the forehead to touch the ground. So you're going to come to walk the right hand so it's over the crown of the head, and then thread the left hand through. So you're coming to thread the needle now. Really rotate and open through that top right hand side of the chest. Lengthen the tailbone diagonally up. press down through the tops of the feet so the legs are still active. It can feel nice to stay up onto the fingertips here on the right hand. And then setting up for the other side, so this time the left hand is coming over the crown of the head, perhaps up onto the fingertips, thread the right arm through. Keep the lengthening of the spine, make sure the hips are not sort of moving over to one side with that twist. So isolate the twist in the torso. Keep the left top hand side of the chest open, breathe deeply, and allow that space to come in between the shoulder blades. Okay, so come to make your way back to Uttanasana for a few moments just to re-establish the length in the spine, sort of neutralize after the twist, and then slowly make your way up to all fours, but then dropping down onto the elbows. So the elbows are actually coming exactly where the hands were. Interlace your hands and then bring your left knee a bit closer in and kick the right foot up to the ceiling. So you're going to keep a small bend in the knee and flexion through the foot. And as you bring the knee towards the chest, tuck the chin in. So this is really good for the piriformis muscle, which is part of the glutes. Good to strengthen if you have any problems with sciatica. Keep inhaling to press up, exhale as you draw in. Take a moment to even out through the knees and then come to set up for the opposite side. So this time the right knee is going to come slightly towards the middle of the mat, and then you're going to kick the left leg up and then draw the knee in. So really try to press the foot up to the sky here. So it may kind of go all over the place here, a bit like mine, but keep trying to press it up to the sky and then really curl the chin to the chest. So hopefully noticing a little bit of activation into the glutes. Try to avoid external rotation through the hip. Then make your way down into a child's pose. Spread the fingertips really wide so you're active here through the arms, the elbows. Lift as your shoulder blades draw out and down, so you're opening up in between the shoulder blades. And then in your own time, make your way up into downward facing dog. So you might take a few breaths here just to move between the legs, walking out through the knees, opening up into the pose. And then coming up onto your tiptoes, you're going to come to drop the heels over to your right and then back to the center, over to the left a couple of times. And then back to the center, finding some stillness. And then inhale to bring your right leg to the sky, bring the knee towards the chest, and make your way into low lunge. Extend the arms straight up to the sky and have your knee stacked over your heel. Bring your right hand to the thigh and then lengthen the left arm over to the right side, opening up into the sais. Allow the hands to frame the front foot and then extend and open up through the right arm to twist here, isolated into the chest. Deep breath in as you open up, exhale, bring the arm down. Make your way back into a strong plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, press through the tops of the feet, lift the heart space forward into baby cobra. So nice long breath, bring the chin down, retuck the toes, make your way up and back into down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, bring the knee towards the nose, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale to reach the arms up into low lunge, lift from the lower belly, and now bring your left hand to the thigh and extend the right arm towards the left side. Peel open through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hand down, frame the front foot, lift up that right knee, and then open up the left arm towards the sky. Try and stack the shoulders in the twist. Lengthen the tailbone back, reframe the front foot, step back into plank. With control, Maybe knees, chest, chin, or lower in one long line all the way down to the ground. Inhale to small cobra, strengthen through the legs and the thighs. Then you're going to bring your hands to your hips, your thumbs to your sacrum. Draw the elbows towards one another. Inhale, slowly emerge by drawing the chin to the chest and then lifting the gaze forward, opening up the heart. Exhale, bring the chin down. And now you might come to interlace your hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw your shoulders down the back, open up through the chest. Exhale, place your hands under the shoulders and make your way to down dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Oh, nice of you to join me, Fluffy. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg towards the sky. Bring the knee to the chin. So I'm going to frame and then come to bring the right foot parallel to the back edge of the mat, toes forward on the left foot, and then walk the hands diagonally over to the top right. So you're really beginning to open the hips, but using strength in the muscles to support that movement. At the same time, it's like you're lengthening right from the sacrum to the crown. Reframe the front foot and then step it straight back into three-legged dog, and then come to open the hips, stack the hips over to the left. And then just bring that leg to settle down. If you need to make any extra movements, you're welcome to do so. So sometimes it's nice to move in a free-flowing way in the morning. Inhale, lift the right leg up, bring the knee to the nose, and then this time the left heel is going to come parallel to the back edge of the mat as you claw your fingertips over to the top left diagonal. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then when you're ready, reframe the front foot and come to three-legged dog, and then stack open your right leg to the left side, opening up the hips, and make your way back into down dog. Bring the gaze forward and either bend the knees, you can walk, step, or float the feet forward. Inhale to lift and lengthen, exhale to fully fold. Inhale, reach and extend the arms all the way up, maybe a slight back bend with strength in the abdominals. Bring the hands to the heart. Re-establish yourself in your Tadasana. Make sure the sides of the body are nice and long, shoulders are down. Then inhale to extend the arms up to the sky. Lengthen them all the way along beside the ears. So make sure that you're standing at your tallest. Use the arms to lengthen the side body. Maybe interlace the first three fingers, keeping the thumb and index finger connected as you bend your knees and sink into your hips for chair pose. On the exhale, release the hands and then come to take them behind you. Clasp just your thumbs, spread the fingers wide, draw the shoulder blades together and down the back as you fully fold. Try and let go a little bit more, and then to place the hands all the way down. Inhale to lift and lengthen in flat back. Nice and long through the spine, and then exhale, place the palms down, make your way back into plank pose. So nice and strong through plank, either lower all the way down through that long line. Inhale to lift into baby cobra or into a more fuller cobra here. Try and keep your hip points in contact with the ground and some lift into the fronts of the legs and into the stomach. Make your way into down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to step your left foot in between the hands. Set up for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 2. And then inhale, bring the arms forward as you curve through the chest. Exhale, open up the palms towards the ceiling as you lift the chest. So really good for moving energy around the heart, shifting any mucus in the morning. Inhale, extend forward towards the left fingertips, and exhale, reverse the warrior. Keep the opening through the side body and then bring it forward into extended side angle. So your choice of variation, whatever feels good here. It's quite nice to have the forearm on the thigh. Inhale, extend back up into warrior two. Sink down into the hips. Deep breath in. And exhale, bring the right arm forward as you shift onto the balls of the right toes and extend the arms up for high level lunge. Here, you're going to reach all the way up and then maybe interlace your thumbs to expand the fingers up and back, arching through the spine. With control, come to bring the knee towards the chest as you step forward, and then take hold of your shin as you rotate through that ankle for a few breaths. Try and line up through the hips. And then you're going to use your right hand to integrate the foot into the left thigh. Lifting up from the tailbone, keep the hip points facing forward. Inhale, extend the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, take any variation of tree here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Really channel the strength through that foot as you draw the knee forward, and then gather everything in as you extend the chest forward. So I quite like to take Kali Mudra here with the arms as you press that foot back. Flex through the right foot. Nice long line through the torso into that leg, and then slowly come to step it back into high lunge. Reach up through your mudra with your hands and release. Keep the shoulders rolling down and back, and then come to interlace the hands and fold forward. Still a level of activation through the front of the stomach to lift away from the thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the palms down, and then walking the hands all the way over to your right hand side. So forward, a wide-legged forward fold. So you might take the feet a bit wider, make sure the hands are directly beneath the shoulders, and then fold over the legs, keeping the strength and the drawing together of the outer hips so that the sacrum can lengthen all the way up. Make sure that the spine is not compromised just to go down lower here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Walk the hands back beneath the shoulders. And draw your feet slightly closer in so the heels are turned in, the toes slightly out, more towards the corners of the mat for goddess pose. So I'm going to come to extend and reach over with the right arm, bring the left arm down, and then over to the other side, and flowing through a few more like this. So moving from one side to the other. Try and keep the legs fairly stable, so it's just the torso that is moving. Great, so we'll come all the way over to the opposite side of the mat now. So arrive in your lunge position and then step up to the back of the mat. Inhale to lift and lengthen, exhale to fully fold. And inhale, extend and reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, keep the arms lifted and extended. Reach up and out through the sides of the waist, the hip points facing forward. You might take a mudra here with the hands, and then exhale, fully fold and make your way to interlace just your thumbs, but the opposite way. Draw the shoulder blades together and down as you forward fold. Exhale, release the hands, sweep them forward. Inhale to look up and lengthen. Exhale, fully fold. Make your way back into plank. Your choice, either take knees, chest, chin, or lower with control, and either baby cobra or cobra. With that control, with the shoulders down away from the ears, and then make your way into down dog. Inhale. Lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Make your way into warrior 2. Inhale, curve the spine forward as you draw the fingertips forward. Exhale, open the palms towards the ceiling and lift the heart. So taking a few more like this, moving with the breath, opening up into the chest. Really great for first thing in the morning. Getting the energy flowing. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, drawing forward. And make your way back into warrior 2. Extend towards the right fingertips and reverse the warrior. Keep the right knee on top of the heel. And then forward into extended side angle. So your choice. Inhale, up and back, reverse warrior. Inhale, sliding forward into extended side angle. And when you're ready, come into that stillness of warrior 2. And we're going to bring the left arm down and forward as you come up onto the balls of the left toes. Extend the arms up to the ceiling. Lengthen through both sides of the waist. Start to bring the weight forward into the right foot only. And then come to the tiptoes. Bring your knee up to the chest. Interlace the fingers for a moment around your shin as you move out through the ankle joint, and then turn the knee out to the side to come into tree pose on this side. So experiment or do whatever you like with your arms, your hands here, maybe taking a mudra, maybe bringing the hands to prayer. Keep the hip points forward over the knee being pressing out as far as possible. And then bring the knee towards the chest, the chest and the knee together. So you're going to roll forward and then extend that leg back. Find some length here. So I'm keeping Kali Mudra with my hands in this pose. So really channeling the energy in one long line. Press out through the heel. Inhale. Exhale, make your way to float the leg back and high lunge. Lengthen through the sides of the body. And then come to frame the front foot. Walk the hands all the way over to in between the legs. So this time we're going to set up straight away for this kind of goddess pose with the legs. But we're going to take the right arm to the left shin or heel and the left arm to the opposite. And then come to switch sides when you're ready. So there's a bend in the knees here. Lengthen through the spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the hands. Walk all the way back over to the original side of your mat. And step back into down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, maybe bring the feet slightly closer. And then I'm going to bring the right hand to the left leg or the ankle and twist. And then come back to center before taking your left hand over to the right leg and twisting. Back to down dog when you're ready. And then stepping the left foot forward, set up for So I'm going to set up for a revolved triangle pose. So if you take your right foot 45 degrees out, lengthen through the chest, extend the right arm forward, and then place it either on the shin or to the outside edge of the left foot. Revolve the chest over to that left side and maybe extend the arm up to the ceiling or keep the hand onto the back. Inhale, maybe the gaze can come up to the left hand. Exhale. Slowly come to release that left hand down. Frame at your left foot, lengthen the spine, bend into your left knee. Place the left hand about 2 to 3 steps in front of that and take the weight fully into the left leg as you extend the right leg up and open into a half moon pose. So Adron Chandrasana. Keeping the gaze down helps with your balance, and then once you feel a bit more balanced, you might take the gaze up before floating the fingertips up and coming all the way to set up for Trikonasana. And once you're ready, extend to the left fingertips, draw the palm forward and reach the right arm up so the two arms are stacked in one long line. Really imagine the feet like suction cups in the arches, so it's keeping you nice and stable. Inhale and exhale. Make your way all the way back up, and then I'm going to turn straight over to the opposite side. So this setting up for a revolved Trikonasana here. So right foot forward, fold with a long spine, take the right hand to your right hip, extend the left arm forward, and then take it either to the right shin or to the outside of the right foot. Reach and lengthen the right arm up, open up through the chest, twist. So the idea is that your hips are still square, but you're twisting through the torso. Then come to release that right arm down, bend into the right knee, place the right fingertips 2 to 3 steps away. As you bring the weight forward, start to float your left leg up, flex the foot so the foot is flat against the wall behind you and the toes are facing forward. Open up through the chest. So you're always going to find here one side feels a little bit stronger than the other. It's perfectly normal. Breathe into it and try and create a bit more strength with the breath. Maybe the gaze comes up to challenge the balance. And then begin to float the right fingertips off, step it up and back into Trikonasana setup. Inhale to extend and lengthen to the right arm, and then bring the hand down to the right leg. So keep twisting the right knee so it's lifting up but also facing in front of you. Inhale and exhale all the way back up. Make your way to the front of the mat, place the palms down, step back into down dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, bring the gaze forward, and we're going to bring the right knee down with it over to the side and then the left knee into the right knee crease. So setting up for cow face pose. So try and line your knees up, so one on top of the other. Flex through the ankles and bring the heels to the hips. Lengthen through the spine and then inhale to draw the palms up. So really open up through that left hand, turn the palm behind you and then bring the hand down in between the shoulders. Either take your right hand on top of the elbow, or this time you can swim the fingertips behind and just interlock the very tips of the fingers. So you've got as much space as possible to find height and length through the sides of the body as well as the back body. Ground down through your hips. Breathe deeply into that length. So the other option is to extend your left leg out long here if this feels a bit too much on the hips. I'm going to start to fold over the legs. You want to keep your sit bones grounded. So there's as much length in the lower back as possible. And then your head and neck can let go once you've found that spot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And exhale. Make your way to sit back up. and come for a side stretch by placing the left hand down, extending the right arm over, and then over to the other side. Lengthen through both sides of the body as you reach through the fingertips, really finding a bit more space in the hip. Okay, so I'm going to bring my hands over to one side and then turn all the way around on myself to switch over to the other side. You can just switch legs here, so whichever one. Find that your sit bones are fully grounded down, and then line up your knees, and this time you're going to inhale to lift the right arm up, turn the palm behind you and bring the palm down in between the shoulder blades. So once again, either take your left hand on top or swim the fingertips behind and grasp hold of just the fingertips. So make sure that you're not creating more tension around the shoulders here. The idea is to be able to open up a bit more. And then when you're ready, begin to fold forward. Think of the navel moving in and up to allow that space. Keep the sit bones grounded. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Let the head and neck go. And then slowly come back to seated. Release your right hand down and extend the left arm over. And then coming over to the opposite side, lift and lengthen in that side stretch. And then make your way to bring the feet close to the body, lengthen through the spine by hugging the thighs to the chest. Find your way onto your tiptoes so you're resting on only the sit bones. An option here to hook the hands under your knees. And then lengthen the legs out long and maybe extend and reach the arms along beside the legs. So here we're going to point the toes and then touch them down. So point the right and touch, point the left and touch, and vice versa. So more challenging perhaps than it looks. This time we're going to point the toes, lengthen the leg, bring it back to the center, and then point them and bring them down. So point the toes, bring it up, back to center, point them and down. Inhale, up, center, down, up, center, down. And then bring both feet down, hug the shins into the chest and lengthen through your spine. Cross at your knees, your shins, and press the hips forward to open up into the front body. And then coming back down and come to switch the cross of your shins, pressing into your hands once again, lift and lengthen, really great for opening up into the front body. And release the legs, extend the arms forward, roll the tailbone under and slowly roll all the way down onto your back to the ground. And take a moment here to hug the right shin into the chest, either lengthen the left leg or bend the knee. And then place the right heel on top of your thigh. And come to interlace the hands behind your left thigh and draw the thigh in towards the body. Extend your left leg up to the sky, flex the foot. Breathe into the hips, breathe out, breathe in, and release the leg down. Take a moment to release the leg all the way down and press the right knee towards the ground to open up further into the front of the hip. And then re-extend the leg. So come to switch sides, bring your left heel on top of your right thigh. And then when you're ready, interlace the hands behind your right thigh and extend the right leg up to the sky. Flex the foot. Lengthen, finding a bit more space. Maybe a slight rock backwards and forwards, whatever feels good here. And then rebend the knee and maybe interlace the hands over the shin for a moment just to get that extra kind of stretch here. Keep moving your left knee away from the body, and then extend the right leg out long, keeping the left foot onto the thigh for a moment, opening up into the front of the hip. Release both legs out long now. And then come to twist. So if you set up for the left leg twisting over the right, extend the left arm out long and bring the gaze towards the left. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, make your way over to switch sides. So I'm moving my hips ever so slightly over to my left before twisting. Bring the gaze over to the right. And then come to set up for a few moments of stillness, of relaxation. Just allow the shoulder blades to come down the back, keeping the chest open, the toes to drop out to either side. Facial muscles relaxed, so the tongue can rest down into the lower part of the mouth, the cheeks, the lips and the eyes, the nose soft. The breathing returning to a natural rhythm and pace in the body. And just allowing yourself to witness witness the experience of being within the body at this moment in time, before allowing that just to simply let go. And just being aware of the energy flow, of how the points of contact feel against the surface the body is laying on. Sense that gravity has a subtle weight that it's giving to the body. Feeling that sense of support from the earth, so that the front of the body feels really light, weightless even. Knowing that this is you within your true state, your true self, just one of being. And when you are ready to do so, reintroduce some soft movements, maybe rolling through the wrists or the ankles or both, perhaps taking the head from side to side. And then you might like to take a full body stretch by interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms up and lengthening through the legs. When you're ready, bend the knees and make your way over to one side in your fetal position with the arms supporting the head. Gently support yourself with the other arm as you come up to seated. Find some height in the spine, allow the palms to relax, the face to stay soft, and the eyes either closed or not focused on anything in particular. Inhale to extend the arms all the way up, bring the hands to prayer and draw them down to the heart center. Taking a moment to bow your head in a moment of gratitude for your body, for this practice, for all the love and the support that you receive on a daily basis, as well as the food, the water that we drink, the energy that we have available. May we continue to honor this throughout our day and to be more open and available towards those around us. And gently bowing the head. Divine light in me honors the divine light within you. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining me for this morning practice today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and feel free to sign up to my YouTube channel and leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Ciao for now.